and gentlemen, on behalf of the Commanding Officer of Officer Training Command Newport, welcome to the graduation ceremony for Officer Canidate School, Class 16 TAC 24. I'm Lieutenant Mason, the lead class officer of Class 16 TAC 24. Over the past 13 weeks, the class team has been responsible for morally, mentally, and physically developing today's graduates to serve as professional naval officers, worthy of special trust and confidence. The 16 TAC 24 class team also includes Assistant Class Officer, Lieutenant Naval, Class Recruit Division Commander, Chief Petty Officer Sams, and Class General Instructor, Staff Sergeant Meza. Guests are encouraged to take photographs from the seating area at any time during the ceremony, except during the playing of the national anthem. The order of events for today's ceremony are as follows. At 10 o'clock, Captain Austin Duff, United States Navy Commanding Officer, Officer Training Command Newport, and Captain Chad Hennings, United States Navy Commanding Officer, Naval Undersea Warfare Center Newport, will arrive. The guests in class will rise for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem and the invocation. The commanding officer and guest of honor will then address the graduating class and administer the oath of office. The graduates will then be recognized through the presentation of their commission by the guest of honor. The guests will rise for the playing of the service songs and the final dismissal.
Class, attention, and salute!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the national anthem and the invocation. Officer Training Command Newport arriving. Commander, Naval Undersea Warfare Center, Newport, arriving. Ladies and gentlemen, now the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, Chaplain Everts will now offer the invocation.
Let us pray. Eternal Father, strong to save, we give you our thanks for binding the restless ways within each of these newly trained naval officers, so they can stand proud this day for becoming morally, mentally, and physically developed for the service of our fleet. As they prepare for their next evolution in their communities, remind them of what it means a leader and serve with a purpose. Let them embody humility and selflessness. Remind them to value every sailor and civilian we cross paths with each day. Press upon them the initiative, integrity, accountability, and toughness needed to do the right thing, especially when it's difficult. Embolden them to have ownership of what they are called to do, even when they are called in harm's way. So as these officers look to the horizon, prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead, giving them the physical, mental, and spiritual readiness to meet each one with confidence. As we continue to celebrate this moment, we ask your Spirit to reside with us and all those who stand to watch this day. In the name
Clear, face! Forward, march! Right, face!
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Class, ready, seat!
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Austin Duff, Commanding Officer, Officer Training Command Newport.
Ladies and gentlemen, Secretary Harker, Brigadier General Bunkus, Captain Hennings, Captain Moore, Captain Henwood, Captain Berube, Colonel Rose, Captain Terry, distinguished guests, veterans, service members, Officer Training Command Newport staff, family members, and friends, and most importantly, soon-to-be commissioned officers of Class 16 TAC 24, good morning.
Good morning, sir!
I'm excited to welcome our 136 newest graduates into one of the most challenging and fulfilling careers, that of a naval officer. To the family and friends joining us, I applaud you for the great work you did in preparing these impressive young leaders prior to their arrival here. Your love, support, and encouragement have produced remarkable individuals seated here today. It has enabled them to make sound choices, and we are grateful to these graduates for their choice to serve. They could not have gotten to this point without the guidance and support of family and friends. On behalf of the Navy and the grateful nation, please accept my most sincere thank you. To the graduates here today, I am proud of each and every one of you. You all had many other options rather than volunteering to serve your country, yet you chose this path. I thank you for your patriotism and your willingness to serve. I assure you that a lifetime of service holds many rewards and will bring you great fulfillment. 23 years ago, I was in your shoes. You have completed, as we did then, rigorous military, academic, and physical training. You overcame obstacles. Nothing was handed to you except opportunity. The opportunity to make something more of yourself, to learn, to grow, and to lead. You seized that opportunity, and today you reap its rewards. You can and will achieve amazing things, and I congratulate each and every one of you for this significant and memorable achievement. It is now time to embrace a new opportunity, to lead what is truly our nation's most precious resource, sailors in the fleet. In the years ahead, your knowledge and leadership skills will be tested. You will be standing watch and working alongside fellow officers and sailors around the world and around the clock. Know that you are going to be doing significant and meaningful work for your country. Work hard. Learn the warfare professional skills of your designated. Strive to be the best and give your country your 100% effort because nothing else will suffice. The Navy expects the best from you, the highest standards of personal and professional conduct, excellence in leadership, and a strict adherence to the Navy's core values of honor, courage, and commitment. I applaud your accomplishments and perseverance. You are about to embark upon a great adventure, one in which I hope you will find both professional success and personal fulfillment. It will be unlike any job you might have had before. Regardless of how long you served in the Navy, it will most assuredly be a time in your life upon which you will look back with much pride and satisfaction. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I wish you fair winds and following seas. I'd like to take a moment during this otherwise celebratory event to recognize the unfortunate passing of someone who you may have met or seen at a previous graduation. Mr. Michael Zano was a regular feature at graduations, a distinguished United States Marine Corps veteran, and a steadfast representative of the Marine Corps throughout his life, and a friend to many here. He made this country better before, during, and after his active duty service, and we're thankful for knowing him. I hope you all join me in recognizing him and wishing his wife Anna and his family peace through this challenging time. It is now my privilege this morning to introduce to you our guest of honor, Captain Chad Hennings, Commanding Officer, Naval Undersea Warfare Center Division Newport. Born in Chicago and raised in Berwyn, Illinois, and Lucerne, Indiana, Captain Hennings received a degree in aerospace engineering from the Illinois Institute of Technology and received his commission in Officer Canidate School in 1994. After his initial training pipeline, many submarine sea tours included USS Toledo, USS Michigan Gold Crew, USS Columbia, and USS Hampton. He commanded USS Nevada Gold and USS Pennsylvania Blue Crew. His short tours include staff positions at Submarine Squadron 2, Submarine Squadron 17, Submarine Squadron 19, and the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. During his short tours, he earned a master's degree in modeling, virtual environments, and simulation from the Naval Postgraduate School, and a master's degree in National Policy and Strategic Studies from the Naval War College here at Newport. In September 2017, he became an acquisition professional and served as the head of requirements and testing for the Columbia class program as the deputy program manager for the Undersea warfare systems. He recently completed a tour as program manager of PIS 401 submarine acoustic systems. His leadership is essential to the continued success of the United States Navy. We are privileged to have him here today to share his thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our guest of honor today, Captain Hennings.
Good morning, and thank you, Captain Duff. Distinguished visitors, friends, and family, and of course, Class 1624. Thank you for allowing me to speak to you today. Class 1624, this is a momentous day for you all and all your hard work. Trust me that it's one that you'll never forget. I still remember taking the oath in the chapel at Naval Air Station in Pensacola some 30 years ago. Back then, OCS was in Pensacola. It had just been moved from Newport to Pensacola during the base realignment and closure before they moved it back again in the mid to late 2000s. See, that's how the government saves you money. They move things back and forth. I can certainly say that you will all be busy in the coming years. Safeguarding our seas in a dangerous world has become more important than ever before. Russia is, of course, violating the sovereignty of a neighboring nation. China is intent on becoming the world's premier power and is intent on reunification with its former controlled province, Taiwan. Taking over Taiwan would be disastrous for the direction the world will go. Taiwan makes about 90% of the world's semiconductors and would allow China to corner the market on these critical components that you and I use every day. Additionally, it would most likely reshape world alignments by making countries like Japan or South Korea question their faith in the United States. I grew up during the Cold War, and while it was over before I started going to sea, it certainly inspired me to seek a commission in the United States Navy. See, back then it was not complex thoughts when I was a young child about forms of government like free market capitalism versus communism. But certain things did resonate with me back then, such as stories about organizations like the KGB that would come to your house at night and take away your loved one because they had the audacity to go out to a protest and speak against the government. I'd encourage you all to read the book Human Harmonized. In it, you'll read about coerced television confessions on public TV for any dissension against the Communist Chinese Party, and cameras using AI to identify citizens not to the party line, and again, doing things as terrible as peacefully protesting. Once the Communist Chinese Party identifies you, your employment, rights, and even internet bandwidth is taken away by the government. That is the Chinese Communist Party's vision for the future, and why it is important that our views on individual rights and rule of law prevail on the world stage. And you won't have that much time to get ready. Our ships going through the Red Sea face challenges every day against Sunni rebels, using missiles and autonomous air vehicles to conduct attacks against our warships and war shipping. After immediately transiting the Suez Canal, an intense transit with lots of navigational hazards. Hey, I'm a submariner. I don't like to operate on the surface. We don't do things like employ radar, and if you want to get a good laugh, those either are going to be surface warfare officers. Listen to the submariners when they talk on the British Bridge and try to sound smooth and professional on that. We just don't do it that often. Now, after they got through, USS Carney immediately faced these threats, and they handled them expertly. But make no mistake, the stakes are high. The enemy is learning. It only takes one success on their part to wreak major damage to a U.S. warship. So that leadership challenge is going to be yours. It will be your charge to guard the seas and fight if called on. Just a couple pieces of advice. The phrase, our Lord gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, is true. Always listen and learn. Listen to your people. Listen to your leaders and senior officers. Learn as much as you can. Because at the end of the day, the charge of leadership and those decisions will be on you. You will find yourself needing to make decisions that others your age can only dream of. During my first deployment, we pulled into Gibraltar, and our relief was the ship's duty officer. I was a 25-year-old lieutenant junior grade in charge of a fast attack submarine, its armaments, systems, and weapons, and even the nuclear reactor back in the engine room. I can't even explain the rush you feel when you realize the enormity of responsibility that the nation puts in you, but you'll certainly learn to appreciate it. Lastly, 2 of the most interchanged words in the Navy are morale and happiness. Don't confuse the two. Morale is defined by Webster as the confidence, enthusiasm, and discipline of a person or group at a particular time. While happiness may be a component of morale, it is not all-encompassing. You're going to have to make decisions that bring out the best in your people, but will not always make them happy. Your job is that the ship, submarine, aircraft unit performed at its best, and all of work from home. I can sum this up best by one of my mentors who once told me, "Don't make your people happy, make them proud." I'm pretty sure that the crew of the USS Carney came home, and all their people were pretty proud. So Class 1624, your hard work and sacrifice have been worth it. Welcome to the Brotherhood and Sisterhood of Commissioned Officers in the United States Navy.
The graduating class will now receive the oath of office. Would all military personnel in uniform please come to the position of attention?
Class, attention!
All right, if you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been appointed an ensign. In the United States Navy. Do hereby accept such appointment. And do solemnly swear. That I will support and defend. The Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation. Or purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully discharge. The duties of the office in which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Class, ready, seat!
We will now recognize the graduating class. Ensign Ortiz has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Martin has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Patton has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign McClellan has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign McClellan is a Distinguished Naval Graduate. Ensign Jackson has been designated as Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Olds has been designated as Student Naval Flight Officer. Ensign Wilson has been designated as Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Aguilera has been designated as Submarine Officer. Ensign Eichel has been designated as Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Allen has been designated as Submarine Officer. Ensign Apawan has been designated a Cryptologic Warfare Officer. Ensign Arroyo has been designated a Nuclear Instructor Officer. Ensign Baker has been designated a Supply Corps Officer. Ensign Baldwin has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer. Ensign Banahan has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Beatty has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Beck has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Bennett has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer. Ensign Bennett is a Distinguished Naval Graduate. Ensign Barabee has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Bigelow has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Bork has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer. Ensign Borer has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Bodis has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Kakovic has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Canella has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Cardarelli has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Cardoza has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Carver has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Carver is a Distinguished Naval Graduate. Ensign Castillo has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Chan has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Chavez has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Clark has been designated as a Cryptologic Warfare Officer. Ensign Colgrove has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Colgrove has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Conroy has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Cotton has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Cosma has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Cortina has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Darlington has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Doucher has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Doucher is a Distinguished Naval Graduate. Ensign Davenport has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Dion has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer. Ensign Dareberry has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Deserve has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Dijon Antonio has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Dodd has been designated as a Special Warfare Officer. Ensign Dodd is a Distinguished Naval Graduate. Ensign Donaghy has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Doherty has been designated as a Supply Corps Officer. Ensign Drew has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Aiken has been designated as a Supply Corps Officer. Ensign Edwards has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Espino has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Frapont has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Frapont is a Distinguished Naval Graduate. Ensign Prius Cintron has been designated as a Cryptologic Warfare Officer. Ensign Gangloff has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Gillum has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Gillum is a Distinguished Naval Graduate. Ensign Grant has been designated as a Student Naval Aviator. Ensign Green has been designated as a Student Naval Flight Officer. Ensign Green has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Guilfoyle has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Hagerdorn has been designated as a Student Naval Aviator. Ensign Hall has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Hansen has been designated as a Student Naval Aviator. Ensign Hasse has been designated as a Cyber Warfare Officer. Ensign Hernandez has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Hilton has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Hinckley has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer. Ensign Hodo has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Hunter has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Jimenez has been designated as a Supply Corps Officer. Ensign Jones has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer. Ensign Yurkovich has been designated as a Supply Corps Officer. Ensign Hewitt has been designated as a Cryptologic Warfare Officer. Ensign Cakebush has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Kiley has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Kiley is a Distinguished Naval Graduate. Ensign Kimmick has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Kramer has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer. Ensign Kreider has been designated as Special Warfare Officer. Ensign Kubik has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Kubik is a Distinguished Naval Graduate. Ensign Kuykendall has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Lader has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Lay has been designated as a Cryptologic Warfare Officer. Ensign LeBlanc has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Ledford has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Lee has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Lee has been designated as a Supply Corps Officer. Ensign Lee is a Distinguished Naval Graduate. Ensign Leonore has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Lynn has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Locklear has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Lundy has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Long has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer. Ensign McGrath has been designated as a Supply Corps Officer. Ensign McGuire has been designated as an Oceanography Officer. Ensign McGuire is a Distinguished Naval Graduate. Ensign McLaughlin has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Mejia Villalobos has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Mercado has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Mahalik has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Monax has been designated as a Student Naval Aviator. Ensign Monax is a Distinguished Naval Graduate. Ensign Musso has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Munson Piscopo has been designated as a Cryptologic Warfare Officer. Ensign Myers has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer. Ensign Nelson has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Newmeyer has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Norman Ng has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign O'Brien has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Obubemi has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Pang has been designated as a Student Naval Aviator. Ensign Parton has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Patton has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Picos has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer. Ensign Picos is a Distinguished Naval Graduate. Ensign Pierce has been designated as a Cryptologic Warfare Officer. Ensign Plaza Parado has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Poley has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Rubensky has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Ross-Robb has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Santana has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Schonrod has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Scott has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Smith has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Santa Ana has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer. Ensign Stewart has been designated as an Engineering Duty Surface Warfare Officer. Ensign Sullivan has been designated as a Student Naval Flight Officer. Ensign Chomsky has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer. Ensign Terry has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Tokarski has been designated as a Supply Corps Officer. Ensign Towns has been designated as a Supply Corps Officer. Ensign Wakefield has been designated as a Supply Corps Officer. Ensign Wilkerson has been designated as a Submarine Officer. Ensign Williams has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer. Ensign Willis has been designated as a Student Naval Aviator. Ensign Wolf has been designated as a submarine officer. Ensign Wong has been designated as a submarine officer. Ensign Yu has been designated as a submarine officer. Ensign Zavalza has been designated as a surface warfare officer. Ensign Zhang has been designated as a supply corps officer. Ensign Zin has been designated as an oceanography officer. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing the United States Navy's newest officers. Please rise for the playing of the service songs and final dismissal.
Class, attention!
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now conclude the ceremony. Please remain in your places until after the graduating class has taken their class photo, and remember, the only authorized visitor locations are K Hall and Nimitz PT Field. On behalf of the commanding officer, thank you for attending